I'm about to give you guys the quickest, most bare bones tutorial on how to replace injectors in your B58. Let's go. First, disconnect your battery, 10mm. Three 10mm on each side, twist, remove. Pull this wire from underneath the rubber here, pull it out. This lifts right off. Take these off too. Trim pry tool to remove these two rubber dust caps. E18 on this one and the other one over there. 18mm on the two back here to remove this. Three 10mm bolts on this side, 4 on this side, and this thing slides right out. Pull this out from the back, it's not attached to anything. 1-inch wrench or channel locks, move this out of the way if you have PCV delete. E8 on all 6 coils, and then unplug them right here. Two 8mm ground nuts, be careful not to drop these. Pop the tabs and pull on the 6 injector wires here, and then you can discard this to the side. Put rags under your high pressure fuel pump and in front of the spark plug holes, and slowly untighten this to release the fuel pressure, and then these two on top as well with a 17mm. After that, this will lift right out. Squeeze the tab on the rail pressure sensor and pull. For all intents and purposes, I'm going to show you how to remove one of these, not both of them. You're going to remove 4 E8s right here, 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 and here. The next part of this differs based on whether you got this tool on Amazon or not for $120. If you did, then what you're going to do is remove these 6 bolts right here. They're E6s. If not, then you're going to keep them intact and slowly lift up. However, I cannot advise this. Doing it that way can potentially damage the injectors, and it is really difficult to align it when you're putting them back in too. Once those are removed, you can pull this straight up. It should come off pretty easily. Make sure you have a rag so too much fuel doesn't spill out. First things first with the kit, we're going to be using this. This is the unlock position. This is the lock position. So in the unlock position, we're going to come over to an injector, place it on here sideways. It'll fit right around it. Twist it, lock it down. If you tug, it should be locked in place. Do all 3 of these. Now it's time to disassemble this. You're going to turn each one of these clockwise and it'll remove it. That's the first step. Next up, we're going to ignore this hole and this hole. Basically, these separate right here. Take the end off. You're going to put that through here and aligns it. And then you're going to put that over that and carry it over to your rail. Hand tighten the bolts on the tool into the 4 holes in the valve cover. And they're going to take these things over here. And if you press down on this, it's going to come out. And basically, we're just going to reverse thread each one of these in. Once those are all in, you're going to take this thing, put it inside of here, press it in, and you're going to start to tighten it. This is going to release the injectors underneath. Do it for all 3. All right, and hand tighten each one of these down. Once the injector is released, it should feel a little bit loose and jiggly like this. You can use a 17mm wrench to manually do these, and once they all feel loose and jiggly, we're going to remove these 4 bolts again to pull up the tool. All right, we've got the injectors out, so now what we're going to do is pull this back and then twist it counterclockwise, and then this will detach from here, and we'll take this off of that too. Damn, these are some dirty boys. Next up, we're going to remove this little thing from the old injectors, and we're going to put on the new one, like such. And the reason I have pen caps on these is because a lot of people say even with the new ones you're supposed to compress this little Teflon ring, and I already paid enough for one expensive specialty tool, and this is a common hack that a lot of people use. Should need to be on here for about 30 minutes. Now if you got the kit from FCPR, they're going to come with a set of new bolts. You really shouldn't reuse the old ones. They're only one-time use only. So you're going to insert this in here, and then you're going to line up the bolts with the threads. And then you're going to use this spacing block, put it right in here so it lines up with the square part, and tighten these down until it's nice and snug on here, so that way they're all the exact same height. It's really, really important to make sure your injectors run properly. So now that they're all connected, they should be a little bit wiggly like this, but they're all at the exact same height, which is the most important thing. So you only want to take these caps off about 5 to 10 minutes before you actually put the injectors in the head. Otherwise, these things can re-expand. So we're going to take them off now. Nice and gently. Yep, looks a little bit tighter than it was before. That's good. You want to make sure that the Teflon ring is not compromised in any way, shape, or form too. Just visually inspect it, make sure it looks all good. And then we're going to go ahead and place this inside the cylinder head. Nice and carefully. There are some little guide bores on the sides. You can just make sure it lines up with that. And once it feels like it's nice and good in there, just give it a nice little push. You can even hit it with your purse if you need to. All right, and then you're going to hand tighten the fuel rail bolts down with your E8, and you're going to torque it to 5 newton-meters, going in this order: A, B, C, and D. All right, and once those are torqued down, you're going to use an impact wrench and you're just going to drill away at the other ones. And that way the injectors get nice and seated. No, of course I'm kidding. You're going to just hand tighten those ones down and torque them down to 5 newton meters also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I guess you could do this too. Those are nice and torqued down proper, so put the fuel rail sensor back in, and then you're going to repeat the exact same process on this one before we put it back together. I also like to use this weird tube setup on my shop vac to clean out any debris that falls into the injector hole while they're open. Works great. Reinstall your fuel line, 31 newton meters on each one of the fittings. Clip your wiring harness back in, then plug in each one of the injectors. There are 2 clicks, otherwise it isn't locked in place. And don't forget the 2 ground nuts right here. Then we plug in our coil packs, 8 newton meters on the bolt right here. After this, PCV hose goes hand tight. The dampening in the back gets inserted. Then you put on your back trim piece, 7 bolts again, and then put on your strut tower brace. 30 newton meters on this side, 56 newton meters on this side. And then just put all your cowling back on and reconnect your battery and you're all set to go. All right, y'all, and that is all there is to it. After this, I would just recommend starting your car in accessory mode and scanning for any codes to make sure nothing is unhooked, and then you should be all set. No adaptation resets needed, but if it makes you feel better, just go ahead and do it. Thanks for tuning into another tutorial. Peace.